Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be going through the graphical interface of IFC Builder. After previously generating new work with templates and using the template view manager and also starting a project from scratch, we're able to now keep our templates in our view, and we'll from here on in start looking at the actual program. Now, in this video, I wanted to look at the graphical interface. Just here, we're able to, as you can see, we have three large groups in our project. We have the first is the auxiliary toolbar at the top of the window. So we have selected a few shortcuts for useful tools next to the file button that will be explained. But firstly, there is a file button. The file button allows us to create new files, upload files that we have, able to save as our project, our description of our work, and also open up recent files that we may have. Next to that, we have the save button, a shortcut of the save button, redo and undo buttons as well. This button allows us to edit our templates, so bring up our template view manager that we've seen that we had previously gone through in the last video, so we can of course make changes again as well. The button after that is our a view selector. So if we wanted to select a particular view for our particular level we are now, we can do that here. But obviously I'm not going to do that because I'm on the last level, and the last level is the basement, so I'm going to keep that the same. Next to that, we have the template object snaps. So what this means is what settings do you want for your cursor when it's interacting with the template. So as you can see on this template, there are multiple different sections. So you have sections where it's the intersection is made at right angles, and we can change that here. So we can toggle on or off the object snaps and also the object snap tracking. Now I'm going to do that. I like to always keep my object snaps on except the quadrant and the nearest. But you can obviously change those around. If you're having problems selecting one, then most likely the problem will be that your object snaps are not configured correctly and you're snapping to an extension of a line or some sort of error. Okay, now that's fine. Then next to that, we have our resources, our editing resources, where we can include dimensions, lines, text boxes, separate text corresponding to different elements, arcs, and multiple other different shapes where we can add. Next to that, we have the floor manager, our group manager. So the two buttons on either side of this one correspond to going up or down a level. As you can see, this button is no longer highlighted because I'm at the bottommost floor, the basement. If I choose to click on the go to group, I'm also able to toggle the different views as well. We're going to keep with basement. On the other side as well, we have the typical view changes, so we can look at previous windows, the full window as well. We can zoom in or out twice, redraw particular aspects of the drawing, highlighted zoom. So if I wanted to zoom particularly in that section, and also able to print the current view. Moving on. We're also able to search for different commands as well if we're having problems. Next to that, we have our program documentation, our program license contract, and our responsibility clause. The same options were provided initially, if you remember, at our homepage. And here is a important tool. We're able here to configure the different units. We're able to send the job to our team, undo redo options, and look at our 3D performance and background colors. So we can obviously change our background colors if we want to, if I want to keep gray, and I can obviously as well change our units, which is something really important as well. And once I'm in the units tab, I can change from the IP system to the international system. I currently use the international system, and it's what I've been trained and studied to use. And once that's been done, I can change the units and the lengths and the different degrees of certainty, the decimal digits as well, corresponding to the different primary measure. Something important and something I like to do when I'm looking at different projects is exporting my my units. So just say I work with a particular set of units with a particular set of decimal digits for each corresponding measure. I can create those. I can export those onto the work directory, right? And then when I'm able, when I go ahead and create a new project or stuff like this, I can import those measurements. Now, this is so important because I can do that basically with any sort of element. I can do that with my we will see later, but I can do that with different walls and columns and architectural elements. So it really once you do have a set library of materials and stuff, it really just is connecting the dots. I can also save as default settings and also choose to change the default settings as well. I'm going to keep the labels like this in the units because this is how I like them, and I'm going to accept those changes. Also, we have a look at 3D performance and different things that you'd want to do to improve lighting and stuff like that. Okay, awesome. All right, guys, thanks for that. I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll be going through the project menu and thereafter the architectural elements. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.